coming up on Coco. Oh man, excuse that guy, goodness. Well, if you think bugs are gross, you might want to rethink that after coming here to the new bug exhibit at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. More on this and this guy right here coming up.
A lot of kiddos are off this week for spring break, and mom and dad, you're probably wondering, oh my goodness, what do we do with them? Well, Danny is out live at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science to check out their new exhibition, which might be the perfect spring break activity. I don't know about this. Danny, tell me about it.
Claudia, it is the perfect spring break activity, I promise, because like I said before, even if you think bugs are like maybe a little eewee, I promise you this exhibit will change your mind. And that's why I am here today with Maya Yosef Toomey from the exhibit. Okay, Maya, this is so cool. I'm so excited. Tell me about where we are right now.
We're in the new bugs exhibit at Denver Museum of Nature and Science, and there are so many cool things to see. We've got 3D model renderings showing you how inspiring and cool bugs are with their awesome superpowers, and we also have tons of real specimens to look at as well, so super diverse content to share what's so cool about bugs.
Yes, definitely. And like I said before, I've never necessarily been a bug fan myself, but after coming in here, oh my goodness, there's so much to see and so many cool things, and these interactive exhibitions are so impressive, so cool. So what's the story behind the creation of this new exhibit?
So I'm glad you mentioned that about kind of how you felt about bugs, because that's our goal here, is to change people's perspective and how they feel about them. Weta Workshop is partially behind this exhibit, and they worked on Avatar and Lord of the Rings, so you could kind of see their cinematic artistic inspiration behind how immersive and just artistic and detailed everything in this space is.
Yes, definitely. And you seriously said it, because you go into some of these pods with these detailed bugs that, don't worry you guys, we'll show you in a little bit. Seriously, it is like looking at works of art. It is so incredibly impressive here. So earlier we learned that bugs actually make up 90% of all animal species on Earth, which is so cool. What are some of the reasons why bugs are so important, would you say?
I think as pollinators, that's one of the big reasons we hear about a lot. They pollinate most flowering plants and flowers, and therefore are responsible for a lot of the things we eat. But being so biodiverse, they are a source of food for a lot of other critters, so either they are a source of food or indirectly giving us food by pollinating. They also are super responsible for keeping our soil nutrient rich, so tons of different things that they do on this planet.
Yeah, bugs are good, guys. My goodness. There's no reason to dislike them, I promise. Maya, I have to ask you personally, I mean, obviously this is a really cool exhibit. What makes you so passionate about being here and being able to talk to people about it?
I mean, I think the exhibit is beautiful, and it's just so impressive how the artistry is able to change people's minds. I think biodiversity in general is something to be passionate about, and getting people excited about all of the different critters on Earth and getting people excited about conservation just makes me really happy. So,
yeah, definitely. I mean, I can imagine that you're pretty excited too, seeing, we just said it's spring break. Look at all the kids here that are so excited to just be in here. Does that make you so happy to see kids coming out?
Absolutely, and just seeing so many people excited about learning and just, you know, interacting with all this content, and excited about something that, like you said, they'd usually be creeped out by or grossed out by, and just in awe at these bugs and their superpowers.
Definitely. I mean, you guys, I just basically got pooped out of a bug on TV. That's a pretty big deal. So this is awesome. Maya, thank you so much.
Thank you.
And I don't want you guys to go anywhere, because you're going to get to see some of these really impressive artistic recreations of some of these bugs. I promise you, they are so beautiful. So later on, we'll be learning more about hornets, other amazing animals. Stay tuned for that. In the meantime, you can head to dmns.org to go ahead and snag those tickets to this creepy, crawly exhibition. Claudia, I'll send it back to you, and I promise you, you should bring the girls. You'll love it. A swarm is happening here at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science. We hope we're not bugging you. After the break, more on this interactive bug exhibit right here from DMNS. Welcome back, everybody. All right, we are here at the Denver Museum of Nature and Science, and yes, we know it's a little bit dark in here, but it is for good reason. I'm still here with Maya today, and Maya, before we get into answering any questions, I have to ask about this incredible creature behind us. Tell me all about him.
She is beautiful. This is the female orchid mantis, who has evolved to look like orchids so that her prey unsuspectingly lands near her, and then she snatches them up and eats them. So this is kind of our main character talking about how bugs can use the way they look to support their survival.
Incredible. Can we get into detail a little bit here too about how she was created? I mean, this is, a lot of times we come to the museum and we see incredible exhibits, but she is a work of art. So tell me what goes into building her up like this.
Yeah, I was talking earlier about how Weta Workshop worked on this exhibit, and you can just kind of see that they're using these 3D models to make these really detailed interpretations so that you can find yourself in the moment of the content instead of just reading a panel or looking at the real specimens. The artistic components really get you in the feeling of what it would be like to exist among bugs.
Yes, and you can even hear, you guys, the sounds. I mean, a lot of the sounds too that are being portrayed here are what I'm assuming you would hear in terms of like the little noises and the clicks and that you would hear from a mantis like this. It's so beautiful. And she is only one of several exhibits that are bringing you into the moment like this, correct?
Totally. The exhibit goes through these different sections about what kinds of adaptations bugs have, and each pod has a kind of like highlighting moment where you can see sort of the main character, just a highlight of each adaptation and just how evolved bugs are to the world around them and how good at surviving they are.
Definitely. Well, I want to talk to you too about the age range here. We've seen kids from like really little, like 2 and 3, to teenagers that are coming through here. I mean, is this really for everybody?
I would say that it is. The exhibit is designed to be super adaptable in terms of your experience, super intergenerational, so that all kinds of people can experience it in different ways. Whether you're looking for written content, artistic aspects, or just looking at real specimens, it has a lot of different things to offer.
Amazing, Maya, this is great. So if bugs aren't really your thing, what else is going on at the museum that we can really look forward to?
Currently, we have Unseen Oceans open for another close to 2 weeks up until April 9th, and we also have our Infinity Theater, which is newly remodeled 3D movies.
Amazing, and we loved Unseen Oceans when we were here last time. Before I let you go, Maya, do you have a favorite either pod or part of this exhibit that just really makes you so happy every time you come in?
Probably this one, honestly. I think it just highlights how skilled the artistry of Weta Workshop and how much attention to detail with the projections, the lighting, the changes, but also just the painting and just really portraying these things larger than life.
Yes, I so agree. Well, Maya, we can't thank you enough. We've learned so much today, and she's been awesome too. Can't complain. Thank you.
Thanks to y'all. Hope to see y'all here soon.
Definitely. All right, you guys, you heard it here. If you're looking for something to do with the kids this spring break, this is the place to come. Consider learning more about bugs. For more information or tickets, you can just head to dmns.org. Claudia, sending it back to you.